Welcome to Salad with a Side of Fries. I'm your host, Jenn, talking wellness and weight loss for real life. We're here to clear up the myths, misinformation, bad science, and marketing to teach you how to eat and how to cheat. Are you ready? I'm having salad with a side of fries. All right. We're here. Nutrition Nugget time.
We need to get you a sound effect.
I'm going to get a sound effect. I'm going to work on this. All right. So today we're talking protein.
Okay.
One of the questions people ask all the time is, how much protein am I supposed to eat? Right? Mm-hmm. I can tell you, actually, most of my clients, when they first come to me, are not eating enough. And truthfully, yes, everyone is different. And requirements can increase depending on your sex or your physical activity regimen. Not having sex. I mean, your sex.
I got it. Your gender.
Yeah. But gender these days is such a touchy word. Anyway, I digress. Okay. So in a study published in Nutrition and Metabolism, people who increase their protein intake to 30% of their daily total diet.
That is a lot.
Lost about 11 pounds or 5 kilograms over the 12-week study without employing any other dietary measures.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, in my mind, to rationalize this, it's logical to me. If we increase our protein, we're likely not eating as much of the higher glycemic impact foods that we can lean on to feel satisfied. And often when we crave sugar, what our body really needs is protein. So it tracks in my mind that when people in the study increased their protein, it had a side effect of probably reducing sugar cravings and probably sugar intake. Again, a lot of correlated things create that actual reduction in weight.
There was a greater domino effect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're all served by increasing our protein, but I do know that a lot of you guys out there want to be precise and you want to know. So here's one method for calculating the right amount of protein. All right, you ready? You might want a pen and paper. You might want a calculator, but here we go. You're going to take your weight in kilograms. So if your weight's in pounds, divide it by 2.2 to get your weight in kilograms.
Or ask Siri.
Right, or ask Siri. Thank you. Take your weight in kilograms and multiply it by 1.3. If you're extremely active, you could multiply it by 2. So, as an example, let's say you weigh 180 pounds. That's 82 kilograms. It would then, with the calculation, be 106. So it's saying you would need about 106 grams of protein per day. Now,
that seems like a tremendous amount.
But let's go back grams to ounces for a second.
Oh, right. Okay.
To rationalize it. Okay. Do you remember what it was, grams to ounces?
No.
So it's 7 grams of protein to 1 ounce.
Okay.
So 106 grams is between 15 and 16 ounces of protein.
Okay.
In a full day.
It seems less overwhelming.
Less overwhelming, more logical and reasonable.
Yeah.
So remember from our reading labels episode, right? 7 grams is 1 ounce. As we're reading our labels, we can see it's not so crazy to get to 106 grams or 15 to 16 ounces per day. Now, also recall, our rule of thumb for men is 6 to 8 ounces of protein at a meal. Mm-hmm. For women, 4 to 6 ounces at meals. And then everybody's snacks are about 2 to 3 ounces of protein. So you can see, if you calculate that out, 3 meals and maybe a snack or 2, you'd be right at your target of 106 grams. So when in doubt, if you're following our guidelines, you're going to be right on track, and you don't have to go crazy and you don't have to do the calculations. I promise you I'm pointing you in the right direction.
Right.
But also, when in doubt, add a little bit more protein. Because as I said, most people do not get enough. And additional protein can help curb sugar cravings and, help us feel satisfied and not necessarily lean on those bulky foods that lack nutrition.
Right. I was going to say, it sounds like integrating more protein might even have benefits you're not necessarily looking for, but sort of, are an unexpected positive outcome.
1,000%. And of course, you need protein to build muscle, right? Muscle is protein. Think about what we eat for those who eat animal protein. What we eat of other animals is their muscle.
Right.
So it all tracks, right? And of course, remember, protein and fiber at every meal makes removing fat no big deal. Protein is clean, lean protein. When in doubt, add more. Fiber is vegetables and sometimes fruit. And a meal is really every time you eat meals or snacks. But protein and fiber at every meal makes removing fat no big deal.
Greatest thing ever.
Right? All right, guys, for more nutrition nuggets, keep tuning in. Send us your questions through our website, asaladwithaside-of-fries-podcast.com, or on social. I'm your host, Jenn Trepeck, at JENNTREPECK. That's Instagram and Facebook. And of course, our Facebook group is at saladwithaside-of-fries-podcast.com. We can't wait to hear from you. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Well, friends, that's it for today's episode of Salad with a Side of Fries. Congratulations for making yourself and your health a priority. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to click subscribe or follow on your favorite podcast platform. Share us with a friend, and we'll be back next week. Always remember, you deserve it, and you are worth it. Happy healthy.